Hi guys, so I've been receiving reports regarding the fruit fly cultures and them crashing. This is a fairly new one, as you can see. This one's just starting to bloom up. Show this closely. You can see all the larvae. They are starting to sprout out, and they should be starting to go into pupa mode soon. This stage is fine, you won't have any issues with this, but once you reach the booming stage, is what I call, is you'll have this. It's absolutely full with flies. It's full to the brim. If I open this, it's gonna be flooding out everywhere. And the safest way to do that is to just have like a bigger container in which you open in, something like this. You put it in there, you take it off, and then you just tap all you can, keep shaking this so the flies don't climb, and you have all your flies in there. You can cover this back up, and that's it. Even if these guys escape, it's no problem at all, because these are the wingless, flightless fruit flies. They will just die out. You'll find them dead somewhere. So this is the booming stage. The only issue is if you don't harvest, or if you don't start harvesting from this stage, every 3-4 days you gotta harvest some of the flies out. What you'll have is a crash. I'll show you what the crash looks like in a second, but this is a booming culture. I'll show you another one. This one's booming as well. You can see it's full of flies, full of healthy, nice, fat flies. Yeah, let's show you the crashed one. So I wasn't able to harvest some of the cultures, and this happened. You can see the fungus is starting to build up, but there are no live flies in here. It looks like they dried out, and it also looks like the fungus did some part. So it's a bit weird. I'm still not able to fully figure out what happens if you don't harvest, but this is what happens if you don't harvest. They just die out. There's a few flies here and there, but like 90% of them they die. It's sad to see. I believe it's not an issue with the food that I'm giving, but it's more of an issue with overcrowding of the flies. It's just too many for this small space to hold that many flies, and it's either a CO2 build up or they just die. It's not enough space for them to move. They start stacking on each other, and then they just start dying like crazy, and you find all of them die at once. Even right now, here you can see the fungus is starting to come, but it's not there yet. So this should be perfectly fine. But you can see the amount of flies in here. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm doing a good job at showing the flies. The amount of flies in here is just too many. I think the fungus can be controlled using some sorts of chemicals to control the pH and fungus. Like I read about it. It's like some fungus inhibitors, if I remember correctly, or mold inhibitors. I think that's the correct word. And those stop the mold, but then you get the issues of mites. It comes every now and then. I still haven't had it, but I've heard from other breeders that that's what happens. What I believe is it's better to let them go through a natural natural growth stage, let's say that. Natural way of growing without any chemicals or stuff like that. Even all of this is just organic matter, which you can, if you want, it still starts to smell real bad, but you can still use it as a good fertilizer. It's a really good fertilizer. And the flies, I believe, are much healthier. They're plump, they're full. If you can have a look there, the larvae are full, they're plump, and the feeding response I get from feeding this has been amazing. The fishes, the reptiles, the arachnids, everything really likes it. So for me, it's been working amazingly. Though, however, this is like a not a very long-term keep. You gotta keep producing more cultures to keep going, or else you'll run out. I hopefully covered and touched all points. In keeping these, you don't have to really do much with this. You don't have to put water or do anything like that. This will run its own cycle, and then it will just finish up. This is almost nearing the end. You can see the food's almost finished. It's just this amount that's left. It's like a very thin layer. It's gonna finish up very soon, and that's pretty much it. With the amount of flies in here, it's probably gonna finish up by tomorrow, I think. However, I don't think the flies itself will eat this, but the larvae that are moving in here, if you see those, see all these larvae in here, the white, here, white long thingies, these ones, all these guys, they will eat all of this. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope I covered everything. Let me know if there's anything else you guys wanted to ask. Some more larvae. This is a more larvae filled container. I'm really not the best at making videos, but I'm trying my best with this new setup now. So yeah.